Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly review Everspace 2. It's important to stress that what you're looking at here is a pre-early access version. So it goes without saying that everything that you're about to see here, including this review, is subject to change. Only some of the content is in the game, for example. There's a lot more coming. So, what is Everspace 2? Well, I've covered the demo prior, but if you haven't seen those videos, this is an open worldsy spaceship game. Kind of reminds me of Freelancer. For those of you kids that don't know what Freelancer is this open world space game where there is a linear story and you're going to be taking on missions and progressing from story mission to story mission. And what's cool is in between each story mission, you'll be able to go to this mission board, take on new quests, grind them out, complete them, get money, so that you can end up buying more things and upgrade your ships, and even buy new ones so that you can become more powerful. Well, Everspace 2 gives me a lot of free space vibes. Now, I've been playing for roughly 4 hours now, and I have not seen the aforementioned job board. That being said, when I did ask on Steam whether or not I would see one, I was told that later down the line in the story I would see one. So it's just kind of weird that these job boards are available, but later on in the story. I would have preferred them right away so that I could, even at level 1 or 2, just grind out some of these side missions, these randomly generated side missions, so that I can just have a little bit of fun, get away from the story for a while, and do my own thing. But it is what it is. Again, it is pre-early access as of right now. So, I gotta say, this game is absolutely beautiful. The visuals are fantastic. I love the look of the spaceship just warping, and then whenever you enter the warp mode, you're still flying around and you can control it just at faster speeds. Kind of reminds me of No Man's Sky that way. But unlike the demo, you only start with one ship. In the demo let you change your ships, like it gave you 3 different ships to pick, and you got to fly the one that you liked. And this pre-early access version I'm playing right now, this closed beta, whatever, you only have the one ship, the Sentinel-1. It's a medium-style ship, and it has some devices that come with it. These devices can be activated and even upgraded. For example, I've got this energized boost ability that I can activate, and it instantly catapults my ship forward for about 4 seconds. So it's a great way to get out of there should you run into any sort of trouble. And again, with upgrade tokens that you'll be earning along the way, you can upgrade these abilities. You'll be able to switch them out, too, with other ones that you find along the way. Your ship also has some different abilities. There's a special ability that is activated once you have enough energy by killing enemies. I have this static overload ability, which basically is it turns its primary weapons into lightning guns, and it shoots electricity at everything, which is really cool. So if you destroy enough ships, you can charge that meter and then unleash your super weapon to really do some damage. As you level up, you do gain passive stats like hull strength and armor and shields and firepower, utility, resist, different things like that. But you'll also be gaining something called augmentation modules, and you'll be able to enhance the minor stats like firepower, expertise, structure, precision, that kind of thing. In addition to that, there's an RPG element to it. If you open up your inventory screen, you'll see that you'll be able to carry roughly 22 cargo, although, that will go up or down depending on what modules you have installed. You'll be able to install, 2 different weapons, then there's, your special weapons, like mine launchers and homing missiles. You can upgrade your energy core, your shield, plating, sensor, booster. As you find them in the environment, you can just simply equip new ones if you think they're better. I love the fact that the game has that plus green minus red comparison. So it'll say, okay, this is what you've got equipped now, and if I hover my mouse over this new item that's going to replace it, I can see, oh, okay, there's a red 17 here. That means it's going to do less damage, but it has a plus 5 per second fire rate, so it's going to fire faster but do less damage, or something to that effect. So you can clearly see what's bad and what's good about the new things that you're equipping. I love it when games make it easy for the player to compare things. And they even have their own levels, too. There may be a reason why you may want to choose a level 3 beam laser over a level 5 beam laser, just because of the way the stats are. Some items have different rarities, like uncommon is green, for example. So one level 5 beam laser may not be of the same quality as another level 5 beam laser because of the rarity there. So these are all things that you're thinking about when you're finding these items, like in any typical RPG. And on top of that, there is an upgrade button. There's a modify button that you can hit. I think you hold an R to do that. And using various materials that you find along the way, you can increase rarity, upgrade its level, adapt items, and different things like that. So there's a lot of different things that you can do to upgrade your ship, upgrade the items that you're equipping to your said ship. So that alone is a lot of fun. It's very RPG-ish, which is excellent. You also have a ship level, like a character level, profile level, whatever. And that will increase as you play. You'll also be earning credits, and credits are used to buying items, to sell. You can sell items for credits and different things like that. You'll also be gaining perks. There are different characters in the campaign, like Adam is your primary character. He's got like this warrior perk. I can choose one of 3 things on level 5, and I can switch them out anytime I want. When I hit to level 10, I can choose another one of 3 things, and I can switch those out anytime I want. So I can adjust my level 5 plus abilities on the fly as I see fit. But you also find other characters that you'll be able to customize as well. And these characters are like background people that you can upgrade. Like I could invest credits into this repairs section. And if I throw enough credits and iron and scrap metal at this upgrade, then it'll be cheaper to repair my hull at space stations and the like. There's also a huge map. As of right now, though, only certain sections are available during the pre-early access version. There's also a huge lag whenever you open your map for the first time after loading the game. But once you actually load the map, then it's kind of seamless. But for that very first time that you open up your map, it may stick once or twice. But again, I just blame that on pre-early access. Again, there are missions that you're going to be embarking on. But in the beginning of the game, it's going to be primarily story-based. What saw me through some of the tougher missions was just flying around on places I've already been and just destroying enemies as they show up. I can also loot containers. There's also puzzles, which I'm not a big fan of. It reminds me of the Assassin's Creed Valhalla puzzles, where, oh, you have to reach this very quickly, follow this node over this building, and jump over to this parkour over here and collect... No, I hate that. But there's something similar here where find the hidden stash. And then, oh, this door is closed. You need to find this power core, tractor it in, and then throw it at the slot over here that's behind this wall, and that'll open the door that you need. So, like, there's different little puzzles like that, and that'll give you access to chests and other things you can loot. Plenty of enemies that you'll be coming across. Some are elite units, some are regular. The map itself is also full of, I'm thinking they're random events. I don't know if they're scripted or not, but there'll be like distress calls. So you'll go, oh, there's a distress call, little beacon over here. I'll fly over to that before I head on over here. There are space stations you can dock at and sell your items so that you can make way for more items in your inventory and so on. So I know this is pre-early access, so again, take this review as just an early look at this. I still recommend it, though. I've been really looking for a good game since Freelancer, and this one is pushing all the right buttons for me. I've never played Elite Dangerous, but I heard that the learning curve on that was relatively high. This game is a bit more friendly for me to get into. It kind of reminds me of Battlestar Galactica in the way it controls. Like, you're strafing, like, A and D is to strafe. It's not about turning, it's about strafing. So there's that. You've got a typical boost. Again, you've got your different weapons and abilities. And you also have kinetic weapons and, like, these plasma energy-based weapons. And kinetic and energy are good against certain things. So, like, you know, one is good against shields and one is good against hull. So you can, like, find a weapon that is great against shields and then knock down the enemy's shields. And then switch over to the one that does hull damage and then finish them off that way. So it's just a matter of building your ship and your characters the way you like. And then eventually you'll be able to buy new ships, but I have not gotten that far yet. There is, again, a jobs board per the Steam forums, but I have not gotten that far yet. but overall, I'm having a great time with this, and I highly recommend checking this out if you liked the game Freelancer, or any space RPG for that matter at all. If you guys haven't already, subscribed to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.